YouTube ranking tip number 9. Get comments. Again, this is social media marketing. People are going to watch your video. I mean, they may say that it's horrible, it stinks, but you want to get comments, okay? Hopefully you get good ones. You love it. So you can ask for comments. Tell people to comment. Comment below. If you like this video, comment below. But build a, sometimes I see things, a little bit controversial, and that will generate comments. Doesn't have to be, but anything you can do to generate comments, think about it, plan it, strategize it, try to figure out how to build a buzz, get people talking about it, okay? Because when YouTube sees those comments, that's in their mind, and whether they're positive or negative, they're comments, and so they're seeing some popularity to your videos, and they'll move up the list. But take advantage of comments and encourage people to use those, okay? And it's interesting. Here are some comments on this video of the blending up the iPhone. 2 funniest parts were the smile he had while blending and the release of smoke once he opened the top. Ha ha. Okay, there's just a great comment. Get people making comments about it, and you can see there are pages and pages and pages of comments that he's got about blending up that iPhone. Hopefully none from Apple, but he's got lots of comments. To go along with this, and our last ranking tip is reply to the comments and do it quickly. So don't be afraid of a bad comment. That gives you an opportunity to show your expertise or to show that you can solve a problem. But reply to the comments, and if it's a good comment, say, hey, thanks, appreciate that. If it's a bad comment, then try to give an explanation. I've seen people go out there and they will, if they have a customer service problem, they will actually tell how they solved it. Oh, we gave this kind of customer his money back, or oh, we offered to do this to fix it or that. But you can show what a good guy you are. Take advantage of those comments and respond to them quickly. And if you respond to them quickly, again, you'll get better rankings in those algorithms on YouTube. Okay, the last thing that I really want to talk about with this is syndication. And that's sort of a long word. But what syndication is, once you've produced a video, you've done all the work to produce it, and now you've got it up there to YouTube. That's one place, and it's an incredibly powerful place, but you can take advantage of that as well, because you can now take that video and you can submit it to other sites out there. Okay, and that's what syndication is. You're going to take that same video and you're going to put it on other sites. And there are a number of other video sites where you can do that. And when we put this up on our Launch to Success website, my intention is to actually create a document that will give links to a number of other places to update or upload that video as well. Plus, there are a number of places that you can upload links to your video and point people there, and so that they'll put a little description and a little picture of your video and point people to it. So the more places out there you've got that point to your videos and that get people to watch those videos, the better you're going to do. So piggyback off of the one that you've created, syndicate it and submit it to lots of other places. Another group that I've worked with recommend pulling the audio off and making it into a podcast, and then syndicate that out there to a number of different podcast websites. They say that you can also take and have the video transcribed and have that content made into articles and syndicate that out to article websites. So you can take one little short video of content, information, training, whatever, and you can get a big footprint on the internet because you can take advantage of it and put it out there in lots of different places. So this is an incredibly, incredibly powerful thing to use. Now, making videos is not really too difficult, and you can get into, full production and spend you know, I was telling you about the video that we won national awards on. You know, that was a $12,000 video. We had actors, we had, oh gosh, you know, full video crew and locations and you know, all kinds of good stuff. That was a job. But videos can be very, very inexpensive to do. You know, there are people who just use their iPhone or their, you know, their phones, and they've got they'll shoot high def video. You can, you know, so you don't really need to buy any major equipment. You know, with YouTube, the expectations are not going to be that it's going to be a professionally produced video. So the expectations are lower on the quality. My opinion is that if you do better quality, then you're going to stand out from the crowd because you don't look like a horrible video. But you can shoot it on your iPhone. A lot of cameras will shoot short videos. You can shoot video with a $25 to $50 webcam. Another thing that you can do is you can there's software out there that will capture. You can do it in a PowerPoint presentation, and that's sort of what we do with this webinar. We create the webinar and then we record it, and that's our video. Then we do some editing to it later, but you can do screen recording. Record so you can produce videos with PowerPoint or with OpenOffice Presenter or other things. So there are just a number of different ways that you can produce videos out there very easily and at virtually no cost to you at all. And once you figure out how to do it and you've got down your style, I'm not a person that likes to be in front of the camera. I like to be behind the camera. And so for me, the PowerPoint works great because I can do graphics and those kind of things, and you don't have to look at my ugly mug. So you may, if you have that hesitation, you can be there too. There are a lot of people out there that they use their iPhone and point it at themselves and shoot it, and they're happy with that. There are more professional ways that you can do that, and there are lots of places where you can learn just how to do quick videos, and you can make videos relatively inexpensively. Two things I'm going to tell you that I don't like, and it's just my personal opinion. One is that I just absolutely hate with a passion. And what I see is some people out there, rather than using voice on there, they'll go out somewhere, they've found something on the internet where they can type text in and a robot will read it back. And I just absolutely hate that. When I run into a video the audio is recorded by some robot out there, to me, they get 200 minus points in my mind just because I think that that's a cheesy way to do it. So don't use a robot voice out there. I don't like those. The other thing that I don't care for too much is I get people out there that they make a video and they do it with a PowerPoint presentation because it's easy to do that, but they don't put any voiceover at all. So what they'll do is they'll grab a piece of music and stick behind it, and then you got to read the blooming thing. Well, you're not taking advantage of, the advantage of making a video isn't just to scroll your text in front of somebody so they can read it. You need some audio on there. And it's not that much harder to read it yourself. So don't create, a glorified reading music video. I don't like those as well. Record the audio yourself. You can talk about it, and hopefully in the future we'll produce another video on more detail how to produce videos. But read it yourself. The other things, if you don't want to read it yourself, there are great websites out there where you can hire a professional radio announcer. One that we use all the time is called Voice Talent Now, voicetalentnow.com. And basically what you do is you go out there and they've got a whole bunch of radio announcers. You pick the one you want, you send them your text, it costs you $50. They read it for you, and within 24 hours you've got professionally recorded audio back. So if you don't want to do it yourself, that's a cheap way to do it, and it's incredibly professional because that's what those guys do. So anyway, just some tips there.